Thank you. Up next, District 7 Council Member Eric Younger.
Well, that's a tough one to follow. I'm a little deep, so I'll try to be a little light. Councilmember Dennehy, welcome back. I didn't know you were going to Italy, in particular Cinque Terre. I have fond memories of that place, which I don't know Italian, but I believe it means the five lands. There's 5 cities on Cinque Terre. My wife and I did the Rick Steves type tour via the book, not with Rick. And we found Cinque Terre to be the best of all the places, Pisa, Rome. It was so relaxing. And I kind of chuckle. I'm not picking on Bremerton, but Cinque Terre is a very special place. So I hope you had a great time. I will always have that place in my mind. It's a great trip. So I hope you had a great trip too. It sounds like you did.
It was our favorite. Yeah.
Great. The other thing I just want to comment, and this was kind of a relief, is that during our previous discussion, I didn't want to bring it up the times. I didn't want to mix subject matter up. But I'm looking at the city's website, and I'm patiently waiting for a packet to see the minutes of the Planning Commission, to see how this has been presented and the thoughtful study that's been put in it. But it appears that we're going to have a public hearing on September 21st, consider zoning code amendments. And for lack of better terms, to eliminate the gobbledygook, the technical jargon, it's upzoning, basically taking single family, in my own words, single family residential areas and allowing duplexes and townhouses. I'm going to reserve my judgment on that. I want to hear the arguments, pros and cons. I want to read the Planning Commission minutes. I want to hear from the administration, and I definitely want to hear from the public. But what I was relieved to hear earlier is the mayor saying, and I won't say this is a quote, but I was relieved to hear him saying something to the effect that for major important zoning changes that affect the city, a mailer needs to go out. So I'm not the one that looks at the mail in our household. So if we received it, that's great. I'll ask my surrounding neighbors if they receive it. But if not, I look forward to seeing that in the mail. This is an important decision that I think everyone in the community should be aware of. Not everybody follows the council meetings. When we had the ADU discussion, there was quite a bit of discussion that was covered in the Kitsap Sun. I do read the Kitsap Sun. I don't remember this being a major headline or if mentioned at all yet. There's still time. So hopefully the administration will go ahead and follow the mayor's directions and get those mailers out. I'd like to see a lot of input from the public on this. And also I'm encouraging our council to Google upzoning and look at the pros and cons of what is proposed and make an informed decision. It's really interesting. So Oregon, from my little research I've done so far, Oregon passed a similar law. I believe in Washington State, I could be wrong, but I thought it was put before the legislature and it did not pass. It did not pass in California, but there was a little bit of different nuance on that. And I'm interested to see, especially, I think the jury's still out on whether it does create affordable housing or not. So the Minneapolis City Council passed something, I think in 2019, and the verdict is still out. So it may have great intentions, but may fall flat. And one of the reasons that in my brief analysis or research is that when you upzone property, the underlying property value immediately increases in value, and then developers can sell the property for more money. Have an unintended consequence of having less affordable housing. I'm not saying that is de facto the truth, but that's one article that I just recently read. So it'll be an interesting discussion, and I'm hoping that we have a lot of participation from the community so we can make an informed decision. Thank you.
All right, thank you.